This is Black Art Productions, and we're going to be answering evaluation question 1. In what ways does your media product use, develop, or challenge forms and conventions of real media products? So what purpose does your short film serve in the industry?
I think the Instigator serves a very good purpose in raising awareness, especially when it comes to mental health, because a lot of young people think it's okay to banter with each other really aggressively sometimes, and they don't realise the repercussions of their actions. And so obviously we don't expect the things that happen in our film to happen in real life, but it is a good talking point to remember that your words do have consequences, and the things you say can hurt people and cause them to do extreme things. So I think that's one of the biggest selling points for our film, is that it raises this really big taboo topic which isn't spoken about often enough. Especially when you look at Hollywood films, they don't usually tackle these kind of topics because they're more afraid of losing money. But because we're an independent short film and we want to do something different and experimental, we thought we are going to tackle this topic because mental health is important, and making sure people know the consequences of their actions is also important.
Alright, well, I just want to talk about what you said earlier. When you said that the situation, what happened here, isn't something that would happen in real life. So I just want to say is that our film is definitely experimental, and this is because we definitely, the topic we used is what do you say, taboo when it comes to the film industry. But we definitely over-exaggerated the situation, and this isn't something that would happen in one day within the friendship group. So yeah, it's definitely very experimental.
In the same way that you said this is experimental, I think the way we challenged the format of short film is by the shock twist of the ending. I don't think anyone really expected it, and I don't think traditional films are made in that way, as in the way the character was drowned without any sort of prior warning. I mean, there was subtle hints which people had to rewatch and pick up, but I mean, just the way it happened and the way it sort of just took over the ending, and I think it was a real big talking point that people brought up. I think that's just how we challenged it.
I want to say is that I guess the ending was just an alternative ending. That's if people watched it till the end, they would get the alternative ending. But if let's say a small audience just watched it until the credits started and that's when they turned it off, then they would only get the first ending where we apologized. So they think that we ended it on a good note. So I just liked how we had an alternative ending at the end that would shock people.
Yeah, I mean, just to touch back on the fact that we're an independent short film company, I think the way we put out the film also, as in, the way we marketed it on social media. I mean, social media is a platform that's free. A lot of young people like our characters who are around the age of 17 or whatnot, and our target audience who are around the age of 17 ranging to 23. It's we've all grown up with this presence, which is the internet, and how you're able to just market and put something out for free, and you're able to gain some traction off of it. And I think it was interesting that we were able to use a platform like YouTube to put out the film. It was just a nice platform that fit with what we were doing and the age of the things we were tackling. So
and everyone's using social media nowadays, so it was a lot easier to use social media to get our film everywhere, because it's easy. We can easily saturate social media to promote our film, and from there we got a lot of reviews and likes from it.
Yeah, we also still kept to some of the generic conventions of the short film medium, because our cast was very small, revolving around only 3 actors. The short film itself, was a short film. It was under 45 minutes. It was short, it was concise, it got to the point, and that's what we wanted it to be, impactful, like a lot of other short films. The production team was also quite small, only revolving around a handful of people, and there was a really low budget. So we definitely fit into the short film category, and it was sick.
In addition to that, I think the music. In addition to that, I think the music we used and the score choices that we used also. I think it really did fit in with the whole format of short films, as you're able to use both scores and soundtracks.
Especially with the sound, I think it definitely helped set the tone of the film, because you know, without the sound it probably would just been like a casual a boring film.
Yeah.
But it definitely set the tone. It helped foreshadow, especially with the drowning song. Yeah, the drowning song in the beginning. That was an omen to the ending of the film. So yeah.
Yeah, that's our evaluation question. Thanks for listening.
A Boogie can tell the future. We should all appreciate it.